Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a makeup haul by the brand called Miss A. It is an extremely affordable makeup site. Mostly everything that I got on there was less than like $2. The most expensive thing I got was probably a brush set for my face, which was about $10, but it comes with I think like 10 brushes, so I mean it's still pretty affordable, and the brushes were really good. I got pretty much a full face of makeup. The only things that I didn't get were a primer, a setting spray, eyebrow pencil, and bronzer. Those are the things that I didn't get because they were sold out, but I used some of my own products that I already had. Most of the proceeds do go to different kinds of charities, I believe, so they do help school funding, and also they help animals that are in need, so animals that are abused or in not very good homes. Half of the proceeds do go to that, so I mean it is a very good cause. I seen a Jordan Lipscomb video on this where she did a makeup video and she also did a review, and I pretty much just went based off of that. I looked more into it. I got about 23 items and I spent about $55, so I mean it's super affordable, and honestly the makeup products were very good, so I mean I don't really have anything bad to say about them. So yeah, if you want to see what I got and how I did my full face of makeup, then keep on watching. There are a few things that I didn't get. I didn't get any primers, I didn't get setting spray or eyebrow products, so that stuff I'm going to use what I have already. So I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer that I have. This is what I use whenever I put makeup on. I've been breaking out very bad lately, so please ignore my act. So now that I have primer on, I'm gonna go with the Pro Wear Full Coverage Foundation in the color Natural Beige. I'm also gonna use, which one is this? The Pawpaw Wonder Blender, which is the pink beauty blender. Everything with the brand Pawpaw on it, part of the proceeds will go towards protecting animals against abuse. I don't know about you, but I like saving the animals, so you should definitely buy these. They're only $1.55 each, so I'm just saying. It's a little tan for my color personally. It's a little bit orange for me, like a lot of orange actually, but we'll make it work, it's fine. It's quarantine, I haven't been able to go out and tan, so for now, we'll just make it work. It is extremely full coverage though. The beauty blender is working pretty well. I was kind of skeptical because it was really small in the packaging. Foundation is on. Now I'm going to go in with the AOA Studio Natural Finish Liquid Concealer. It says it's medium to full coverage. I got light ivory and buff just because I didn't know which color I was, because it's really hard to determine that online and not in person. That's why the foundation is a little bit darker than I anticipated, just because you're looking at little swatches on the computer instead of in person. So yeah, I think I'm probably gonna go with buff just because it is the darker color and my foundation is a little bit darker right now. I'm used to the LA Girl concealer, so I'm used to having a brush, so this is a little bit weird for me. I'm going to use the same beauty blender to blend that out. It's actually really good for the price. And again, it is part of the Pawpaw collection, so part of the proceeds support animals in need. Now that that is blended out, I'm going to go in with the Sculpt FX Contour Stick in the color Sand. I've actually never used contour stick. I just used a very, very dark concealer when I'm doing this. blend that in with the same Ink blender. Blends out very easily. It looks natural, it's not like too crazy. I feel like I get scared to use liquid or cream like contour just because it could get extremely muddy, and I don't want that on my face. For my nose, I'm gonna use a smaller brush to buff that out. I also got this brush set. I haven't even opened it, so let's see. I actually feel like really good quality brushes, and I think this set was like $10, which is really cheap for brushes. I'm gonna do a bit of light ivory down my nose for concealing it. And then I'll go back with powder in a little bit just to make it a little bit more defined. So far I really like everything that I've used. The Beauty Blender is holding up really well. It doesn't feel like it's taken a lot of product off of my face, so that's great. Now that that is all done, I'm going to take the AOA Studio Perfect setting powder. It's just matte translucent. They have a few setting powders on the website, but I just use translucent a lot, so I figured I'd get that. And then I'm going to use the Microfiber Wonder Blender, which is this purple little microfiber beauty blender. I'm just gonna dip that in the powder and just set like my under eyes and kind of bake. I'm actually just gonna pat in the translucent powder and then set my face with a finishing powder. I set my under eyes and like on the side of my nose and the top of my forehead. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to do the finishing pressed powder in the color Sand. I'm going to use the high def brush in F1 that I got in the set to set the rest of my face with the powder. I really like this powder, but it does have a lot of, what is that called? Like kickback, right?
Lash back?
No, like when the powder, like it gets everywhere. It's, I think
powder it out.
I think it's called kickback.
You are not being a beauty guru.
I'm not a beauty guru. I'm sorry.
If you know the word.
Yeah, it has. I'm pretty sure it's called kickback. In the pan, like once you touch the powder, like a lot of kickback comes out, a lot of the powder comes out and it goes everywhere. But I mean, the powder sets really well. I like it so far. I mean, it doesn't make me look cakey. I feel like I still look a little bit glowy, so I have nothing bad to say yet. I just realized I don't think I have bronzer, so I didn't buy bronzer. I could have swore I did. Damn. How did I forget bronzer? That's like my favorite thing.
Powder.
I need it for my double chin. Well, I'm gonna use Drea's Kat Von D contour palette. I'm gonna go back into the translucent powder to bake a little bit more. To be completely honest, I really don't know how I feel about this translucent powder right now. I don't know yet. We'll see the end results, but right now I don't think I'm a big fan of it. I hate baking on camera just because I feel like I look insane, but I promise it's gonna come together. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna use the high def brush in, nope, wrong brush. The high def brush in F3 for my bronzer. And then I'm gonna go back in with the high def brush in E105, the same one that I used to buff out the, what is this? The contour stick on my nose. I'm gonna set it with the powder from the Kat Von D palette. Wow, this brush is actually really easy to use to contour my nose. I feel like the one that I originally used is like a little bit thick, so I have to like hold it down. Okay, so my camera turned off. I'm not sure where it ended, but I pretty much just finished off bronzing and putting on the translucent powder to finish baking. I'm gonna go back in and do my eyebrows with the products that I usually use, just because, like I said earlier, I did not buy any eyebrow products. I also got new brushes from AOA Studio. I believe it comes with 10 brushes, one of them being eyebrow ones. So I'm going to use this, but usually for my eyebrows I use my Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I literally just use eyeshadow. I'm personally not a fan of like pomade, just because I feel like I have a heavy hand, so it makes me look a little bit crazy. So I'm just going to stick to my powder. I'm going to wipe off my translucent powder from my forehead. Really out of my comfort zone when I don't use my original eyebrow pencil, just because it's like stiff, so it's easier for me to do that. But I've also had it for so long. Okay, well this eyebrow is done. I'm gonna finish concealing it underneath, and then my other eyebrow, I'll be right back. What?
Huh?
Hello?
You good?
My eyebrows are on. We're good. I'm a new person. I feel confident, ready to take on the world. What is next? Eyes. We're gonna do eyeshadow. I got a palette from the website. I believe it was like $7 or $8. It's the XOXO palette. This one is mostly just like neutrals, and there's a few shimmers, but mostly mattes. I really like matte shadows, so we're gonna do something. I don't know what we're gonna do. What's calling me? I'm gonna take the AOA Studio E129 brush. We're gonna go in with that, and I don't believe there's any names of the shadows. Okay, let's just go for it. I'm gonna bring my mirror closer. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, or I wasn't this entire time. I have this mirror right here. I have no idea what I'm going for yet. I'm just going for it, you know? That's usually how any of my makeup looks come out. And then I'm gonna go in with the E126 brush, and I'm just gonna kind of buff this out, at least on the out. I'm gonna blend. That's it. I'm just gonna, I don't know English. It blends very well, I will say that. I'm gonna put this in my crease and make it a little bit darker. I think I'm gonna cut the crease, so that's why I'm kind of like making it come out more instead of rounding my eye out. I'm gonna bring it in a little bit more just so it looks better when I crease it, or when I cut the crease. And
Oh my god!
Should have saw a look on her face.
I'm breaking up with you.
Okay.
Right now. Now I'm gonna cut the crease. I'm gonna use one of my brushes that I already have, just because I don't think, oh actually there is one in here. It's gonna be brush E131. kind of like a flat brush. I'm going to use that to conceal my eye with my cut crease. I'm going to use light ivory concealer. I'm just going to pray to the gods that I get this right. I just added a darker purple on the outer corner and just kind of blended it. Yeah, I got like a loose highlight powder, but I'm gonna use it on the inner corner part of this. I'm using a highlighter in the color Astro. I want it to stay. Well, now I'm gonna do my other eye on the camera and I will be right back. I also didn't get mascara, so I'm gonna use my own. The premium lashes in the style Terry, and then I also got lash glue. Yeah, this lash glue is latex free, which I am thankful for because my eyes get super irritated with any type of lash glue. So we'll see how it works. As I wait for that to dry, I'm gonna put on blush. I got AOA Studio Perfect Blush in Dandy. And then I'm going to use the High Def brush in F4. Okay. I actually really like these lashes. Okay. Wait for this one to dry. I got I got another blush. It's the Radiant blush from Lumi in the color Ravish. This one has a little bit of like shimmer to it, so I'm gonna put a little bit of that on top of the blush that I already put. So pretty. And this lash glue I like. It doesn't feel too heavy, and that's usually the issue. I can barely like open my eyes. So I like it so far. Everything that I've tried is really good. The only thing that I was kind of iffy about was the translucent powder, but everything else is extremely good. Okay, and those are the lashes. I'm gonna do bottom lash mascara now. And last but not least, I'm gonna do the highlight in the AOA Studio Wonder Baked Highlighter in Snap. And the last thing for me to do is gonna be lipstick. I'm gonna go with the Divine lip liner. I'm just line my lips. And on top of that, I'm going to use Trend in the Wonder Matte Liquid Lipstick. I didn't get any lip gloss, but I'm gonna grab some of my own. To put on top, I'm gonna use my Dose of Colors in Seriously. And then I forgot to get setting spray, but I'm gonna use the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. But yeah, that is it for the Miss A haul that I got. I pretty much liked everything. I'll list everything that I used down below. Yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, please make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, and I will see you in the next video.
Bye.